Hello, I am Tanika White. I am doing the marketing section for strategic management under the direction of Dr. Janie Gregg for Starbucks. So I'm going to try to answer the 8 questions that I found in chapter 7 and go back and do the control part that was placed in Blackboard. So the first question asks how to make advertisement more interactive to be more effective. Personally, I think Starbucks should develop 2 or 3 new drinks, have samples available maybe as a promotion, and the most popular drink or the most voted on gets placed in the lineup with the rest of the regular drinks. In the QR code, possibly have a section where the customers can give feedback as to why the other drink was not more voted on, or was it why it was not chosen. Maybe the coffee was too strong or not strong enough, or they used too much flavor, or whatever problem it was that didn't make the cut. And possibly maybe go back in and maybe reinvent the drink, or change it to the fact that maybe it can get more popular votes or get placed in the lineup next time as one of the drinks to be placed on the menu. 2, how to take advantage of social media conversation about the company and industry. Starbucks had this initiative called the Race Together Initiative, which was an outgrowth program. It was to encourage its employees to talk to their customers about race. A lot of people on social media did not like this, and personally I was one of those. That's a very sensitive subject that possibly shouldn't be brought up in line while you're waiting on your coffee in the morning or the evening time trying to get to work. Possibly do a video where they showing all their co-workers from different race, nationality, gender, working together, being one family, and post that to Facebook and show a united front. But bringing up the topic of race is a very touchy subject that could possibly backfire on them. So that wouldn't be the way to go. So the third question was how to use exclusive dealerships or multiple channels of distribution. Starbucks can be found in Target in different locations, and their drinks can be found in some stores. But the one thing I thought would be possibly a great brainstorm is to put Starbucks in Walmart, like you can find some McDonald's or Subways. Most Walmarts are usually 2 or 3 in one city. So if they could put a little small section in Walmart where there's great foot traffic, there's possibility of not only getting new customers, but they can get the employees to get drinks when they come to work, or have someone working overnight with the overnight shift where they can come and buy drinks as they take their breaks, or to get the caffeine so they can make it through the night and work like they officially need to. This will be a good idea because Walmart's most of the time stay open till 11. Some stay open all night, and it'll be easy to grab a cup of coffee as you're buying groceries or as you're trying to get stuff on your way to a soccer game. So that's definitely something they should look into. The 4th question is to use heavy, light, or no TV advertising versus online advertising. Right now, a lot of people do not watch TV, mainly the younger crowd. TV is becoming obsolete. A lot of people use their phones to Google or watch TV to entertain themselves. So to possibly have an ad or something pop up on Twitter or Facebook or TikTok, which is a very popular site, and talk about a new flavor or new promotions or whatever they have going on at Starbucks, would be possibly genius and bring in new and old customers and just get the ball rolling, have traffic coming back in. Number 5, to limit or not the share of business done with a single supplier or business customer. To me, a single supplier would be the best option. When you use one supplier, this keeps the secret of your recipe or the way you do business to a minimum. There's a lot of people that like to come into your establishment, see how you're doing business, see if they can copy what you're doing, and then go back and piggyback off your ideas and create a whole business for themselves. So with using a single supplier, you're controlling the environment or the business itself. When you use multiple suppliers, that's kind of eating into your expense because you're having to pay more or people to carry out a mission as to bringing you cups or bringing you condiments or bringing you this. If you can find one supplier that can possibly handles all those categories, then you can control how your ingredients is kept or put out. Number 6, to be a price leader or a price follower. Of course, a price leader would be the best option, at least to me. For example, Sam Walton did like the best strategic management when he started Walmart, and he set his prices like at $1.88 when everybody else was doing $1.99. You wasn't saving a lot of money, but in the long run, that 10 cents adds up. If you buying 20 different products or items, you're not saving a lot of money, but you're saving some money that goes back into your household. So to set your prices at an odd rate will show customers, hey, I can save a few pennies on a dollar and possibly put money back into my household, or actually buy more items because you're saving $2 or $3 at the end. Number 7 is to offer a complete or limited warranty. Not sure on this one, but I tried to answer it. So to me, a complete warranty, this should cover parts, drinks, and anything else that's in Starbucks. If a customer wastes or spill their drink while they're still on your property, possibly replace it with another one. No questions asked. Try to cover all your equipment to the point where it's replaced within a couple of days, not in a matter of weeks or months. Or if you can possibly have a backup product somewhere in the back of the shop or somewhere at a nearby location or storage where it doesn't stop the production of your business. Number 8, to extend an existing product line or create a new line of product. Me personally, I think you should extend an existing product, personally, because McDonald's used to have the best fries. You could go to McDonald's and just get fries and a drink and be happy. But since they have changed their ingredients or the distributor or the way they cook the food, or I don't know what it is, but the fries aren't good. The apple pie isn't good anymore. Like I remember back in the day, the chicken sandwich, they changed. Like, why would you change something that a lot of people love? Why fix something that's not broken? A lot of people were coming to McDonald's and still do, but I think more people was coming when the product were the way it was years ago. When they changed, they messed up the whole flow or dynamic of McDonald's, and it's just not the same. So if you could keep the product as it is, because people was coming because they love what you was producing, and maybe add onto what you're already done, I think would be a great idea. And then the control part. One way Starbucks can control their environment is to have all their baristas or employees trained for every department. I mean, from the bakery to the cash register to the barista, everybody should be able to intertwine or switch out shifts or positions without being any problem. If somebody calls out sick, they should be able to just step into that position and keep the ball rolling. If everybody knows the job, then you don't have to find or hire nobody new. You can give that employee that's already there the hours and just switch them out. Switch an employee out throughout the week. Maybe they work in the bakery this day, and the next day they work as a barista. The next day they may work in the bakery, and this keeps like their mind sharp, and just because they was trained. Next week they may forget what they have done, but if you switch them out throughout the week in different departments, then they're constantly knowing how to do the job and how to get the product out there. The best standards to follow, I would say, if they can follow the standards of Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A food isn't the best, but their customer service makes up for it. You have never went to Chick-fil-A and had to wait in line over probably 10 minutes. Customer service, no matter what time you go, is amazing. Your food is hot, your order is right, the customers have smiles on their face. Their atmosphere is just amazing. If they can bottle that and put it out there and sell it, that would change a lot of businesses for the best. Possibly too, setting up a suggestion box or creating another QR code where customers can leave feedback and then turn around and actually implementing some of that feedback into their company, where they're showing that they're actually listening to the people or following direction as to how the business should be run, to keep their customers coming back, would actually be a great thing. Having a little card where they stamp every time a customer comes in after 10 visits, maybe they get a free cup of coffee or a pastry, would be some good standards they can put into place. Comparison to Starbucks, maybe creating their own line of coffee cups, I guess, and this coffee cup withstands rain or heat, and it keeps your coffee warm, and even if you drop it, your coffee doesn't waste out. That's a standard that maybe a lot of companies would like to get on, especially employees, because if you're rushing, you drop your coffee and it's still in your cup, like, wow, that's a cup you can keep around, and maybe just bringing that cup in and getting it filled and just getting charged for the coffee and not the cup itself. Just a cup that's owned by Starbucks and you can only use at Starbucks. Benchmarking, maybe having an employee go to Dunkin' Donuts and see how they run their business, and then going back and setting standards and making Starbucks like 10 times better. Their customer service, try to get the coffee out there in 10 minutes, you try to get out there in 8 minutes. If they have a line and the wait is so long, maybe next time offer them a free pastry or free coffee or something to keep the customer happy. Corrective action, I think this ties back to control. Have every employee trained where there's no missteps or slack in employment. Just keep the ball flowing. If you can interchange these employees where they can work in different departments, then that would be game changer. You don't have to try to call anyone in or hire somebody new and train them. You already have employees there that can step in and step up. And concurrent control, Starbucks can not only have a person name written on the cup, maybe put in a system where the cell phone number can be put in and they get an alert, hey, your coffee's ready, come up front. Have a little section where the food is set off to the side and they just come up there and get it. And it don't tie up the line or anything like that. It just keeps the ball rolling. So again, I am Tanika White. This is my project. Thank you.